In this video, I will discuss the importance of defining what really is good. I spent a lot of time of my life confused and scared of a lot of things that I did not know. A lot of the time was spent wondering why I didn't feel as good as I thought other people felt. And it wasn't until I actually started trying to objectively define what was good instead of just what felt good. The why things were good, what was good about them. How is it good? Why should we even want to do good? Not just it feels good. This has been much harder in the past than it is today. For example, look at this random fruit thing that I found. I saw this yellow thing on a fence and went over to check what it was. It seemed to be a dried out vine of sorts, but it was tied in to some bougainvillea and other plants, so I could not tell exactly where it came from. Went to the other side of the fence and found these dried remains of it and checked to see what the inside would look like. Asked around to see if anyone by the place knew what it was. They didn't, so I decided to take down one of the fruits. Now, I think it's probably in the kiwi family, which I also just found out grows on a vine. I thought it might have been some sort of passion fruit, but hey, for all I know, passion fruit could actually be in the same family as kiwis now. But I'm going to do some Google searches for this. If anyone knows what it is, please feel free to let me know in the comment section. But back to the point about finding out what is good or finding out what things are being much easier today than it was in the past. Just think about how many people tried to eat this fruit versus a passion fruit or a kiwi to find out if it was actually good for them. How many things did the people in the past test out to establish if they were good while risking their lives? Today we have situations where people just want to feel good and don't bother finding out what is actually good. When all you have to do is actually just ask around. You can just go online, find out information to back what you think is good, or to convince other people to understand what is good. So the idea that we sit here and repeat talking points, or have conversations with people equivalent to literally standing in front of a wall and repeating a line over and over again, it's a horrible thing to think of, especially in light of all the access to information that pretty much every single one of you listening to this has. For your daily conversations with both yourself and others to be reduced to the equivalent of standing in front of a wall and repeating a mantra, "He will not divide us. Diversity is a strength. Stronger together. We are the 99%. Yes, we can. Make America great again," or any other talking point on whichever political bent that you can think of, is a travesty. If you truly think something is worth it, take the time to get to know if it actually is good. Start with defining what you consider to be good. This is one of the things that made me resist thinking that this meetup project is anything more than virtue signaling. Their choice of language when writing about the executive order was, "The core democratic ideals feel under attack," and then they feel a duty to spark more civic participation. This is not a time for feels. Are the democratic ideals under attack? Is it a duty to spark more civic participation? These are very important things that can objectively be defined. If I acted on the feeling that this fruit was edible and tried it, it could directly cost me my life or health. When you choose to stand up and make a case for something like this Meetup Resist project, doing it on feels may not directly cost you your life. There is almost a sad irony that the society that has mitigated so many of the physical and direct costs to one's well-being may be taken down by those very same people that no longer think it worth establishing if something is good, that no longer find it worth establishing if something is right. I, of course, could be wrong about this. I and many view the state as an existential threat. It could be the case that a lot more people are aware of this threat, even if only on a subconscious level. It actually would make sense in more cases. For example, the higher rates of depression and suicide in more civilized countries with more intrusive states. This is definitely a topic that I will get into further in later videos. Thanks for listening. Please like if you liked the video, subscribe for more like this, and let me know what you think in the comments. Bye.